Welcome everybody to Indiana Tones Happy Hour. I'm back. Last week we were on the beach because I'm always unprepared. I'm unprepared tonight. Never have anything prepared. We wing it every time. I think it's better that way. We're having a special guest tonight, Frank from Detect America. He's going to come on here. I'm going to badger him a little bit about the Ugly Box. It's a electrolysis unit which helps you clean relics and coins. Pretty interesting. I have one. I haven't used it yet. And I just want to say, I was sick for a couple of weeks. I went out a couple times because I got like dragged out. And I need look at all these packages over here. I have to go through all these packages and use these things and put them on video. I haven't made videos. I was sick. So, gentleman that sent me this adapter, I still did not put it on my Equinox. I'm going to do that. I also borrowed the Legend. I was pretty impressed. I hit it pretty big. First day out. Pretty cool. Let me say hi to the chat. Wow, there's a lot of people here. Scott, Tom's, another Scott, Charlie, PA is in the house. Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, Caroline is digging Virginia. Rich is here. Let's keep going. Janet, hello, welcome. Detect America's in the house. Oh, if you haven't hit subscribe, hit subscribe. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is the best metal detecting live stream in New York. Okay, New York. We don't want to say everywhere. People might get offended. We're going to just say New York. I think this is the only one in New York. So I win by default. What's going on? Dirty Paws is in the house. Hello, welcome, Rob. Wow, a lot of chat here. I can't even go through this. Still lingering over here. I'm back. Oh, Metal Detecting NYC is here. I lost his comment. Where'd he go? There he is. I say everywhere. No. Yeah, totally not prepared. It is a happy hour. We're gonna have Frank in here about, I don't know, 13 minutes. I do drink a beer every happy hour. So this week I didn't want to bring out the nice one because I have a bunch of these. I figured I'd try this. I think I'm more of a Met fan. I'm going to be honest with you. But we have Blue Point, Pinstripe, Hill. So I went to one Met game when I was a little kid, and I got a game ball on my first game when it was the old Shea Stadium. Now it's all corporate. It's called City this. Nonsense. Speaking of corporate, I'm an affiliate of the Gold Digger Metal Detectors. You know why? Because it's a great small business, American business, local, helps people. Rather give it to the little guy that knows more, been metal detecting and treasure hunting for 40, 50 years than Amazon or some other mug that doesn't know anything. It's just a click. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't happen to win the Ugly Box tonight, you can always buy one. Link is below. I'm getting text messages here. All right. I'm going to crack this open because it's Friday. Whoa, what's going on here? My kids are at a circus right now. No animals, just like trapeze, not far away. The tickets were bought at the same time this live stream was. So they took the cousin with them. So I don't feel too bad. That's a shame. Gin and tonic. All right, Tom. Laura. Anybody I didn't say hi to? Hello, everybody. Hello. So the way this giveaway, it's going to be easy tonight. We're just going to, your comment, you're going to be entered. We're going to use the giveaway tool. It's live. It's not rigged. It's live. You click a button and it picks it. Shannon. So again, I'm excited to put this on the Equinox. It's supposed to like take. Now, by the way, that knocked the Legend. I love the Equinox. Don't get me wrong. I love it on the beach. The shaft kind of sucks compared to the Legend. The grip kind of sucks compared to the Legend grip. It's like ergonomic. I have this custom-made thing on the Equinox to rest my hand on it. That's a big handle. After a while, it hurts your hand, so I rested on it. So much easier, the Legend. Besides the fact that it comes with a half a carbon fiber shaft. 804. Okay, this is a lager pinstripe pills. All right, whatever that means. Oh, Pilsner. Wow, this is like rookie stuff. Look how clear that is. This is lighter than a Corona. Wow. So this week is my first week back. Let me tell you something. I haven't been making a lot of videos. I've been working remotely since March of 2020. This was my first week back. And let me tell you, working remotely is great. You save money on gas, you can eat better, has its pros, but let me tell you, sitting at home for 8 hours when I'm not doing inspections, it makes you lazy, straight up. So I'm happy I'm back at work. It's gonna motivate me. I used to be Lightning Lou. Now I'm Lazy Lou. Gotta trim down this fat now, and we're gonna do more live streams, more treasure hunting out there, throw it on YouTube. Why called Indiana Tones if you live in New York? That is the number one question. Indiana Jones, like a cover band. You know, like people have cover bands for the Beatles. They call themselves, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. It's like a play on words. Indiana Jones, treasure hunter, Indiana Tones. Get it? Metal detector has tones. I have two other names I wanted to use, but I settled on this. I had a like light bulb moment, and I named myself that. I thought it was funny. It stuck. It stuck. Now my friends call me Mr. Tones. Don't even call me Indiana. They just call me Tones. What's going on, everybody? I'm gonna try this. My neighbors probably think I'm nuts. They see me through the window with this ring light up, this light on my computer. They're probably like, "What the hell is this kid doing? What is he doing?" This is this is you know what this is yellow water. That's all this is. Jeez, we could drink the whole thing tonight, all six of them. So, in other news, weather was great today. I was wearing a hoodie and a jacket because it's just crazy. It goes from 30 to 70 on a whim. Yes, if you just tune in, we are giving away a Detect America is giving away an ugly box tonight. I'm gonna do a drawing at the end. The dog's name was Indiana. The guy's name was Henry Jones Jr. Change your name, brother. Oh, thanks, Scott. Appreciate it. Change my name. That's funny. So I guess I'm named after a dog, like Snoop Doggy Dog. Hey, plugs for days. What's going on? Mark the Berg Hunter, Wicked Digger. Don't hate the name, Indiana Jones. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, we're gonna mention it again. Detective America. I've been following them for a long time. I'm like on every live stream. What's her name? In Canada. Digging Canuck was probably one of the first live streams I watched. Detective America just hit 10,000 followers. Congratulations. And they're having a mega giveaway. I think it's Monday, including a gold coin. Excuse me. A lot of giveaways that night. So if you're into metal detecting and you like free stuff, everybody, who doesn't like free stuff? Make sure you follow them on Facebook. Monday, it's Monday. So that's another reason I picked Friday. Every day I picked, somebody else was on. I know it's going to happen eventually, but I feel like I'm like one of the first ones on a Friday night. So if anybody comes after, I really don't care. And I do this. If I don't do a live stream like this, I'm on the beach. Hopcan Dan. Oh, I thought that was you for a second. And Aqua Chigga. I love Aqua Chigga. Let me tell you, there's a lot of big YouTubers I just can't stand. No offense to them, but Aqua Chigga is one of the. He's like a down to earth guy, and he knows a lot of stuff. The guy has crazy amounts of stuff. I could watch his whole show. Green Mountain Metal Detecting. They're great. You know, I'm talking about the big ones. Metal Detecting NYC should be just as big as them, but I don't know. I don't think YouTube is as organic as it used to be. Love the Chig. Yep. I need to go out to more of these events. Maybe I can meet some people. Sailor Steve is in the house. Guys, if you haven't hit the subscribe and the like button, do us a favor, do that. Really appreciate it. We're waiting for Frank, who will be on in 6 minutes. How's everybody doing? Oh, Quarter Hoarder. Another great channel. Quarter Hoarder, for sure. Live stream Saturday. I think he's giving away a legend if it's not that day. Hello, John. He made all my shirts. If you haven't seen him, that down below, he's the gentleman that made all my shirts. I just have to come up with more ideas, but he's the brain that made them all. Susie Q is in the house. I watched Susie Q. You're somebody. Everybody's somebody. I made this channel 3 or 4 years ago. No one has a YouTube channel in Staten Island. And I'm like, I'm just going to go to some of these spots for fun, and it just grew from there. Stealth Diggers, I like. Hoover Boys. Yep, Stealth Digs is really good. All those New England, man, they find those great coins up there. There's great coins here, too. Don't get me wrong. Long Island also. But up there, man, I'm ready when you have new ideas. Awesome. And congratulations. Tying the big knot. Maybe I choose Scotty Too Hotty. There you go. Wait, they're from the WWE. Scotty Too Hotty. I could give you. I could, if somebody wants like on the message, I can make great names. I specialize in sarcasm and puns. Sure, New Jersey dig is in the house. I might be going to Jersey tomorrow to dig a farm. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I'm on the fence. I might want to go get a fishing pole for my 8-year-old daughters, and my daughters want to fish. So I asked on the forums, what should I do with an 8-year-old, 2 8-year-old, 8-year-old girls? And everybody's right. They said don't bring them to the saltwater because they'll probably get bored. Now, as a kid, I remember fishing off of great kills, and I wasn't getting a lot of fish. I know they will get fish at the lakes in Staten Island. I don't know. This is what they're telling me. It's going to be fun either way. They're throwing a fishing line out there. I don't know why they said that. Maybe because you get more fish and more entertaining. Brooklyn, hello, everybody. Let me go over to the YouTube side of this and see what's going on here. Whoa, 47 likes. Also, I had some other older giveaways. I just have to put the video out, guys. Like I said, these kids, now that their masks are off, every 3 days they're healthy, they're sick on the fourth day. It's insane. Insane. Thank goodness I was working remotely. And the school year is almost over. Thank goodness. Only 39 in Illinois, man. I don't know how you guys do it out there. Oh, Centurion Magnets sent me a magnet and rope, and we're going to be doing magnet fishing for the first time. I also got a code when I do that, 10% off magnets. Lisk, what's Lisk victims? What's Lisk? Wow, 39 Illinois. I'm going to be going magnet fishing. It's going to be an entertaining. I'm not going to do a cops called. No, I can't stand those videos. Listen, if you have an emergency, call a cop. But if you find a gun that's cut in half, don't waste the resources and call them. Give me a break, especially if it's like a gun from like 100 years ago. Then I could do anything. There's no serial number on it. Somebody already found a flashbang grenade off the pier in Staten Island. So I wish I found that. Long Island serial killer. People are popping out on the beaches. Oh man, I didn't even realize that. That's scary, man. That is scary. Make sure. Let me show you something really quick before Frank gets in here. Let me see if I can share the screen. This way we can do the giveaway later also. Oh, this beer is super light. This is like what you drink when you have a grill. It's like 1,000 degrees out. I wouldn't even consider this beer. This is water with a little soda tastes stronger than this. Cold rain here, Olin. Just letting you know, I was in Clearwater, Florida. I didn't metal detect long. I did find a button with an anchor on it, and I must have metal detected 10 minutes. That's about it, and maybe a nickel. But I was spending time with the family. The beaches was so packed. For those the kids were on break. Unbelievable. Beaches were packed to the gills. Had a great time. Clearwater Beach. This The sand feels like flour. You know, when you're baking, you touch the flour? That's how the sand is. Nothing like New York whatsoever. It's snowing in Wisconsin again. Whoa. So let me see if I can share this screen. This is gonna help do the giveaway later. Share screen. Let's see if we can do this, my friends. Give me 1 second. Let me see if it works. 1 second. So look at this. Owners find treasure trove of lost items behind their 1893 fireplace. This is a dream, my friends. What a house for 220,000 Canadian money, which is about 176,000. Let me tell you something. In Staten Island, 176,000 will buy you a shed without a roof. Anyway, I love these stories. Look at this stuff. They found baseball cards, they found skeleton keys, all types of receipts and photos. Look at this baseball card. Dick Brodowski from the Boston Red Sox. Crazy. I would love to oh, man, I wish I could be a part of a story like that one day. Look at this. Look at these skeleton keys. Look how beautiful they are. Like, I found one like the one on the left, but it looks nothing like that. It's brown. And that's that. I don't want to play the video and get copyrighted, so stop screen. All right, we're going to let Mr. Frank from Detect America come in right now. And let me know if you could hear us, guys. Hey, Frank, what's going on?
So I'm pretty sure mine is lighter than yours.
I think it is.
Yeah, because this is what I found in my my fridge, and it's ultra light, and I'm sure it tastes just as bad as it smells.
Probably. All right, cheers,
Go
guys.
on, brother.
What's going on? I'm glad you came on the show. Well, besides the ugly box, it's this. You guys have great giveaways, and congrats on the 10K.
Thank you.
That's awesome. And yeah, let everybody know what kind of giveaways you're giving out, and their link is below.
We have the people up in our audience stepped up like you wouldn't believe. I've got 10 million-year-old megalodon teeth. I've got a go find detector. We got a gold coin. We've got a pile of coins. I got one of my buddies from Canada sent me a pile of silver notes and red seals. We've got what else I got? I got literally a box full of signed KG and Ringy stuff.
So it's basically like a mega. It's like a seated hunt giveaway.
We've been pushing for 10,000 members for 10 years. And we got there about 3-4 years ago. We got to like 9,400, 9,600 members. And Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg woke up one morning and decided that if you weren't active on the page in like the last 3 months, 2 months, whatever it was, they were going to pull you out of groups. Oh. And so I woke up one morning from 9,600 members. I woke up one morning to like 6,400 members.
Wow.
So it took us that long again. And we just busted the 10,000 member mark finally. And we're at about 10,050 right now.
Awesome.
And these people, when I told everybody, I told Steve and Ronnie, these guys, that we're going to do, a giveaway for 10,000 members, and we were looking at giving away a nice coin or something. And then I started getting boxes rolling in, and this is just from the membership. We don't solicit. We never solicit members to send us stuff, right? And they just sent us.
I think I'm going to send you something to give away. Actually,
I've got a table. I had to bring in a table put behind me to load the stuff on.
Epic. So that's Monday, 8:00, guys. Detect America on Facebook. The link is below this video. Just all you gotta do is join and be in the stream when they're doing the giveaway. Say, hey,
you gotta join. You got to be in the stream because some people can watch it. We broadcast on a couple of different pages. We broadcast on Dig It. We put our links up on Can You Dig It and stuff. All you have to do, you have to be in the chat, and you have to like. You can hate the broadcast. I don't care, but you have to click one of the emojis because the emoji clicks are where we draw the list from. So if you're in the chat and you don't click one of the emojis, the like, the love, the hate, whatever, you're just not going to be in the like. 3 of the prizes, I haven't decided which ones yet. 3 of the prizes are reserved for Detect America members. Now, we've got about 100 prizes, but 3 of them were reserved because we are kind of celebrating the membership. You can join Detect America, guys, right up until probably game time, and then we'll probably close the list for the show. But you don't have to join. If you're on one of the other pages, you come in and watch our show, and you like the page, you like the broadcast, you're in the running for one of the like 95 other prizes that are out there. But we're handpicking 2. The gold coin is going to a DA member. I think, I haven't decided yet, but one of our buddies, Mark Hoover, sent us an Invicta watch.
Awesome.
Freaking gorgeous. And that's probably going to be one. And I have to pick. We have a signed KG, ATC Anaconda Treasure Company shirt that was worn on the show. We probably will do that as well.
Awesome. I love the live streams. You know, all these live streams got me through this damn pandemic.
Seriously, dude.
Seriously.
I mean, that was
no sports.
That was the thing.
No sports, and it was either the sports had controversy or they just weren't on. It's crazy. So yeah, I'll definitely be there. And let's talk about this ugly box. Every forum I go, especially newbies, there you go. It's not that when I look at that thing, I get excited. It makes me think it's something like from the 80s, like an awesome toy that I bought.
Technically it is, because that's when I built the first one.
And, you know, every noob, I don't want to say noob, like new apprentice. What do you say? People just get into the hobby. How do I clean things? And then you have the people like, oh man, they hate cleaning anything. Listen, you're not going to a coin show buying something in a flip and putting electrolysis on it.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Yeah.
I mean, my whole theory is this, dude. Whether it's a really cool button, you know, or it's you know, look at these. I mean, something gorgeous like this. When the guy designed that coin or that button or whatever it is, he didn't design. You don't buy something brand new like that and take it home and put a big coat of black paint on it. It was designed to be looked at. It was designed to be beautiful, eye striking, and so if I can make it look like that again, I'm all for it. But the thing everybody's got to remember is you don't electrolyze a coin or an artifact for the purpose of making it clean. The little thing that people don't realize, and I try to hammer this home every time I get into an argument about electrolysis, which is every day. Okay? When you cook a coin with electrolysis, or you cook an artifact with electrolysis, the breakdown, the metallurgic degrading away stops. That's the primary goal. We want to stop it from getting any worse. Once you've won that power through it for the right amount of time, it will not break down anymore for hundreds and hundreds of years. And a side effect of that is that stable metal wants to be clean. So all this crap that's non-organic and is growing out of the eyes of Liberty and all this, that has a tendency to want to go away. And then with a little bit of help from the ultrasonics and stuff, the hypersonic stuff that we have, the ugly box now, we can make, we do have a pretty good track record. We're on at least, I don't know, 13 or 14 salvage boats. We're in a dozen museums right now. We're on probably 30 college campuses right now in their historical archaeological departments. So we've kind of fixed the old bad electrolysis and kind of revamped it. And basically we just rewrote the rules, how to do it and do it safely and properly.
And you can regulate the voltage, correct? I mean,
key thing, probably the number one key. Listen, when I started, I was like all these other guys that drive me nuts today, because I hear the number one thing. If you want to push my button, call me up and say, "Oh, there's no bubbles. I can't see the bubbles in my tank." That'll make me jump out a window. So when I started doing this stuff, I was the same way. Crank up that voltage, man. Let that thing bubble. And thank God, through University of Pennsylvania, who for some reason allowed me in their doors to play with this stuff and develop this. Awesome. We found out that all that high voltage and all those bubbles, they're actually hurting your coin. The low voltage.
Once you go too much, and once you go too much, you can't go back, right?
Well, it's not even that. So if you let's say you've got a coin. Let's say this is your coin, and this is a piece of metal sitting on top of it. Not no more. This is the degrade sitting on top of your coin. Okay. In between the surface of that coin and that degrade, is metal that's in between. It's not dead metal. It's not good metal. It's right in the middle. So when you crank up that voltage real high, you're creating eddy currents. It's not going through the coin. It's going along the surface, and it's ripping off this D grade, but the metal's not dead. So it could be attached to detail, could be attached to the motto, the logos, the picture, and you're ripping that off with it. When you go slow and you allow the coin or a relic to cook at its own pace, at its own time, go slow, the metal that can be saved will be saved. The metal that can't be saved will die off and go away. And the D grade will fall away, and you will have saved, up to 50, 60, 70% more of the surface detail than you did by cranking that bad boy up.
And just to be clear, if something's too far gone, no matter what,
you
can't do anything.
Yeah, you're not saving every single piece. And literally, dude,
that's important.
I've got guys that have culls. These things are they're basically they're basically knockout plugs anymore from it. They're just flattened. If the detail's gone, the detail's gone. You can only save, you can only enhance, you can only salvage what the coin has left to offer. And it's a little mysterious. The old timers that have been using old style electrolysis, they're the hardest heads for me to get through to. They don't understand. And the first thing they say is, "Oh, it doesn't work on coppers." No, dude, it works fantastic on coppers. Do it the right way. Stop cracking it up. And they call me all the time. I got no bubbles. Good. You don't want bubbles. You don't want bubbles. You want this thing to go slow.
So don't use your car battery charger.
Yeah, you know what? That's the thing. That was the biggest revamp that we put on this thing was we put in this voltage controller, and we had a guitar amplifier company in California make me a power pack for it.
Awesome.
So even if you accidentally crank it all the way up, your amps stay really, really low. That's the key. It's low amperage. Let the electricity progress through this coin slowly. If you put a coin in the tank, put an artifact in the tank, and you turn it on and it starts to bubble immediately, your voltage is way too high, dude. You're killing that coin or artifact.
And it comes with the sacrificial piece of metal, right?
We give you about a 1-2 inch piece of carbon that comes with it. That piece of carbon, if you're doing this the right way, that piece of carbon should last you a year. It comes with a brine solution, our proprietary brine solution. Guys, you can make your own brine solution. We make ours with medical grade stuff, not because it makes it better or more conductive. It makes it wash away cleaner, and that's the key. Electrolysis works great when you pull your coin out of the tank. You're pulling it out of salt water. If that's not completely gone, you're going to start your whole process over again. That caustic material is going to start to eat away. So we make it out of medical grade stuff, and that stuff washes off completely.
Awesome. It's not correct to use certain types of metals, right? Like, I don't know, stainless steel.
The only two metals that you should ever use in your electrolysis tank, one is carbon. All day long, every day, and carbon is not hard to find. It's in little electric motors. It's in welding rods, some welding rods. In a pinch, people online sell low copper, high carbon railroad spikes, and we actually used to chop them up. They'll dirty your tank a little bit. There is some copper in that, but they're way safer. I had guys that say I only use platinum, or I only use titanium. Here's the thing, dude.
Wow, platinum.
We have tested this. This machine has been in development and production for almost 30 years, 27 years. We have tried just about every single piece of metal out there, and titanium was one of our first choices. Except titanium has a weird response in electrolysis, and about 6 out of 10 times you'll get purple blotches on your coins. And
we don't want that.
It's called spattering. And nobody can tell, all the experts up in the college, nobody can tell me why it does it, but it only does it with titanium. Platinum can have a similar effect. So we use carbon. Carbon's the number one thing. There's nothing in it that can plate. There's nothing in it that can discolor. The problem with electrolysis in the beginning, it was turning everything orange, and nobody knew why. And that was our goal, to figure that out. And it was basically because they were using stainless steel. They were using steel,
Oh,
and the copper in the steel was plating onto these artifacts. And they stopped using it in the 30s and 40s. It was big. They took it out of the museums. They stopped using it. And our project at UPenn was to figure out why, because it cleaned stuff great, but it would turn a lot of stuff orange. And that's what we figured that out. And then from there, we figured out the whole process, how to make it safe, how to have it stop chewing up old coppers. We're there. We're still learning. I mean, we're still learning, but the low voltage, the slow process, it works like a champ.
and it works with a 9-volt battery, or you can get the pack, correct? The power pack.
It works with a 9-volt battery. It'll work with a 12-volt battery pack, battery pack, or you can get the AC adapter. Which, listen, of course, we recommend it. We sell it, but it saves you $1 million on batteries.
Yeah, buying batteries sucks unless you're at the dollar store. Then those don't last long.
They don't. That's the thing, and the guys that have followed me for years know, up until the past 4 or 5 years, I preached nothing plugged into the wall. I preached batteries, and then people really started getting hooked on the ugly box and really started selling the ugly box, and they're like, I can't afford the batteries I'm going through. So we went to a company called Digitech. And they worked with us how to get a low voltage, a variable voltage, low amperage, variable voltage AC adapter that's not going to overcharge the system no matter what you do. And that's the only one that we'll warranty, because we went through a lot of painstaking efforts to get the right one for this particular machine.
Awesome. I can't wait to use it. I'm going to wind up buying one of those packs. I know once I start, I have so many things to do. And wait, here's your link, by the way. Putting it in the chat, doing multitasking here. Yeah, so I found my first real the other day. Well, not the other day, about a month ago. It's a cut coin. It rang up like, I don't remember if it was 17 or 18 on the Equinox, which is very weird because it was cut.
Where? What kind of field did you find it in? What kind of?
On the beach in the water.
That'll throw those thin silvers off.
Yeah. And it's not black. It's like a gunmetal color. And this is like I say, and it has like some scratches from the sand. There's actually sand like embedded on it.
Yeah.
So this is probably the perfect one to do. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, you don't need. It doesn't have a date until I do something with it.
I tell newcomers to electrolysis, if it's between a 1923 copper penny and a 240 BC silver coin, which one is the safest to do? Throw that freaking silver coin in the tank and cook it.
Really?
Silver, I have cooked 2,000-year-old silvers. I cook them just like a 2-day-old silver. Silver is the most resilient metal. It's the best response in electrolysis. I don't care how old it is. You will not hurt it. Electrolysis, it cannot physically impossible to destroy metal. Guys love to say, oh, I got the electrolysis and it's got all pits in the coin. Bull. Electrolysis cannot do that. It's scientifically impossible. What electrolysis may do is pull out all that dirt, pull off the degrade that's on the surface, and may show you pits that have been there for 1,000 years. But electrolysis does not take anything away from a coin. It can only add, and it can only add plating to a coin after that coin has been cooked completely. So you can't accidentally slip and like, oh no, I plated my coin. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to cook it before you can plate it.
And no bullshit, guys. When people ask me what I want for the holidays, I tell my wife and kids the same thing. I want shirts and socks. Like undershirts and socks. As a treasure hunter, I either want a nice shovel, because I already have my metal detectors, or this I think would be the perfect gift if you have a dad or that's into the hobby. And this is the coolest thing to get.
We've been nuts. We've been pretty much nuts with this thing the past 4. I think we're going into our 4th generation with the new style. I have been building this in some kind of form or other. We used to build them in Tupperware containers. I used to build them for my friends in little Tupperware containers. And since we've introduced the new one, we're pushing about 5,000 of these things out and about right now. And before the new one, probably an additional 5,000 Tupperware containers, ugly boxes out there too.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been they crazy. It's crazy right now. Right now, I'm losing my mind. We're never busy this time of the year. This is when I get geared up to go out on the beach and start metal detecting. We're slammed this year right now. I can't keep up right now.
And how you liking that legend? You said you did the update. I saw you posted.
Yeah, I did the update, and I was one of the testers of Legend. I got the new update. I got for the beach update. I got that before anybody else because they wanted us to try it out.
Gotcha.
Listen, dude. Everybody knows what I use. I don't use Notka on the beach that much. It's not one of the machines that I use in my everyday life. I don't use Garrett. I use a CTX 3030. Even though the company pretty much can't stand me, I love the machine. But so when I go out and I test the machine, it's 100% tell you what the machine can do, what the machine can't do. If Notka tells me you can do this, 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 and this, and I go out there and it can't do anything, guess what? I'm telling you it can't do it. For the money they're charging, and even if they were charging probably $500-600 more, this machine checks every single box. I can't bitch about this machine. To be completely honest, when I took it out the first day, I put it in the beach mode, and it was noisy. It took me about 3 minutes to dial it in to where I was in and out of the water. I was hitting targets. With the update, when the update becomes available, guys, download it immediately because you hit beach mode, you walk on the beach, it's sensitive, it's dead quiet, it's hitting targets 8, 9, 10 inches. The machine does what it does, and it's even better that it's coming in about $635.
Yeah, that's a big selling point because there's 3 machines now. Like, which one do I get? And I mean that's a no brainer especially if you have a budget.
And I've been testing it. I tested it against other machines. I try to test it against other machines in the same price point. They're not really there. The good multis aren't there in that price point, so I just test them against the other multis that kind of use that 5 rainbow spectrum multi, and it competed with every single one. I see these videos. I see the haters out there. Listen, guys, like I said, I don't work for Notka. I do videos for either the public or I do reviews for manufacturers, and they take it back and they do what they want to do with it.
Right.
There were a glitch or two when we did the prototype. It went back. It came back. I loved it. I could dial it in on the beach, and with this update that's coming out right now, you won't even have to dial it in. And the beaches that I use it on, if it doesn't need dialing in there, it's not going to need dialing in on your beach. It worked like a champ. And no complaints about it. It doesn't make me coffee in the morning. If they can make that happen, I'd be really happy. But other than that, yeah, it checks every single box. All this crap on these crap videos is just bull. Do it. Is it the last metal detector I'll ever own? No, of course not, dude. I mean, that's just the way it is. We're in a great time where we're developing technology, and I honestly can't wait. They hooked me with the Simplex, what they were charging for that, what the Simplex could do. This does everything they told me it was going to do, and I can't wait to see what's next.
And I know people that use the Simplex and they love it, and it's a cheap detector, and they kill it with silver in the New York parks. I can't believe it.
I got to tell you, I took one of my tasks when I was testing the Simplex was to take it to the beach and see if I could dial it in the salt. Single frequency machines, tough to do, and I did. I actually, there's somewhere online is a formula for dialing it in for the beach. Granted, guys, you're going to dial it in for the beach. You're going to lose a lot of depth in the water. You know, you're going to go from having 7, 8, 9 inches of depth to having 2, 3, 4 inches of depth in the water. But you can absolutely dial that thing in and run it in the salt.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Lee, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Mr. Lee is also part of your giveaway on Monday, correct? With the knives?
Oh, Big Lee. Yeah. My man is awesome, dude. He's a killer. He distributes these awesome knives called Cold Steel, and he set us up for him to give away.
Awesome.
I actually won 2 super knives down in FH7 last year, and they're killer, dude. I love those things.
How do you like these Florida hunts? I've never been to one.
They are the most fun. I told you, we go down there every year. We drive down there every year, me and Steve.
God bless you guys.
Ronnie usually flies down first class. And if I combined all my time actually digging in the ground over the past 2 years, 3 years we've been going, I got about 25 minutes, because all you're doing is just talking, and you're meeting people, and you're checking out the manufacturers have new machines down there, and you're talking to some of the vets that are running around, because it's the place we have it is a vet retreat for guys with issues when they came back from overseas or wherever they were, and it's such a good cause. The people that go down to this thing are just amazing. It's just a fun time. Like we look forward to it every year. We plan vacation around it every year.
Awesome. I may come next year. No joke. I want to go.
It's a blast, dude. It's a blast. Next year there may be two. They're opening up the charity that we go down there and try to raise money for. It's called Soldiers Freedom Outdoor. And again,
veterans, right?
There's farm. There's a lake for fishing. They got one alligator. Apparently one of my buddies jumped in and was playing with this year, Brian.
And is it Camp Freedom? Camp Freedom?
Camp Freedom is this particular camp. Soldiers Freedom Outdoor is the entity that runs it.
Okay.
And next year they're trying to get one open in time, as soon as they can, up in the Carolinas. And if they do that, we may actually have a hunt in the Carolinas next year for the Soldiers Freedom Outdoor.
Awesome. Yep. There is also a hunt coming up in May, guys. If you're in New Jersey, Ocean City, New Jersey.
May 21st.
Paradise.
ECRDA, and I'm not going to try and remember what all those letters stand for, but they put on
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. It's East Coast something or other.
East Coast Research and Discovery. Is that right?
And there's an A in there. I don't know what that means.
Association.
One
of the best clubs on the East Coast, by the way.
ECRDA is a great club. We have a lot of friends in ECRDA. A lot of those are Detect America members, and we're members of their various pages. And they put on a hunt every year, and it just happens to be my personal private beach that I don't really allow anybody on, but we allow them on now. It's a spot of Jersey Shore that I love to dig on. It's my favorite spot. I dig there every year, about 3-4 times a week. And
wow.
They're having it right there. And
I've never been there. I only been to Ocean City, Maryland. I might be going there. My dad's going there.
This is Ocean City, New Jersey.
Right. Scott McClory says Treasure Fest 5 in Arkansas is locked up for October. 18,000 cash prize. That sounds awesome. Hello, Bronx Bomber. Dogstar, thank you for the super chat. I didn't forget you there. She digs all the way from Norway is hanging out. Great.
Nice.
Channel. I'm so jealous seeing people dig in Norway looking for Viking stuff.
You know what, dude?
Unbelievable.
I laugh. I know. I laugh. I'm friends with a couple of diggers overseas in the UK and in Ireland, and I go, yeah, I can't believe I found this 1734 coin. They're like, oh, I can't believe it either. I found this 1222 ring. Okay.
That's how I, people in California look at us in New York and they're like, wow.
Exactly.
And then people in England, they're like, why do you even dig in New York?
Exactly. But I'll admit that I may be leaving New Jersey in the future. But there's something about a place where you can pick up a stone, throw it, and dig that spot and pull colonial out of the ground.
It's awesome.
I moved my house here in 1995. My house is the second story of a 2-story house that used to be on the beach in Avalon.
Wow.
This is one of those weird fun facts. And put the house here. We did the whole thing. And when I first got the CTX 3030, I bought the CTX 3030 that was actually traveling around the world when it was coming out. The dealers would get a chance to test it. And I bought it from Joan Allen, I think it was, for like $700. So when I got it, the first thing I wanted to do was go out and test it in my yard. And the first coin I pulled up was a 1735 kg.
Wow.
And no idea why it would be here. But the field behind my house has pulled out 7 New Jersey coppers. We pulled out Swedish strap ends that date from the late 1500s. It's just one of those weird things that there's a lot of weird history that goes on here in Jersey.
There's great stuff in Jersey.
There really is.
I might be going to a farm in the morning. Wish me luck,
nice.
Everybody. But I think the most revolutionary battles were in New Jersey. I don't know if you could dig on there or not, but it just shows you who is through New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. We found buttons. Like we had no battles down here. There was a couple of little skirmishes in neighboring towns. Nothing, no battle royals down here. But when we're looking at the maps of Washington's troops, we see the areas they moved in. They moved through, going back up, like towards Trenton, across from Philly, when
Right.
when the British occupied Philadelphia. And we went into some of these areas that that these trails seemed to go through, and we found buttons that are attributed to Washington's troops, not necessarily his particular unit, but troops associated with Washington's army. And we found buttons here in South Jersey, and basically they're just kind of like traveling through.
That's so cool. I think it's my favorite stuff. I mean, I love gold rings. Don't get me wrong, but I love that old stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
The beach pays for the toys, but the fun for me is in that dirt and in that woods, and
yes,
that's where metal detecting is for me. And the beach is all I can see the sunrise, walk the beach, find a couple gold rings, buy a metal detector, buy a coil, whatever.
And do you sell your gold?
My gold from the beach barely makes it home.
Wow.
I keep nothing from the beach. Now, excuse me, the old stuff from the woods and all that. Yeah, I've got 15,000 keeper coins downstairs.
Wow. Don't tell anybody your address.
Listen, if you could break into my house, you deserve it. I've got over the years, I've got about 15,000 keeper coins. I have this much gold jewelry out of, and I have found probably hundreds and hundreds of rings and silver and crap on the beach. I have none of it. The silver, I'll just accumulate the silver till I can make $35 off it and sell it. The gold, I used to stop at a pawn shop on the way home, but now I have Steve in the truck, and Steve buys gold and takes it to a smelter, and so yeah, really? I have no gold that I found on the beach. None.
Maybe another time. I need somebody where I could bring to where they just won't give me half of spot.
No. You know what, dude? Call Steve. Call Steve. Call John Migdaloff. He's a sponsor on Kenny Diggett. He sponsors a bunch of stuff. He's one of the sponsors giving away, helping me, him, and Ronnie are together giving away a gold coin. But
is that the gentleman with the chains? With the chains in the picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
They give really good spot, really good money towards it, and I won't quote numbers, but it's probably close to the highest you're going to get.
All right, cool. Susie, thank you for stopping by. Dog Style Blazer, thanks for the super chats. Hello, everybody. Somebody mentioned the Aquatex. We didn't mention that.
Guys, Aquatex are the new headphone. 2 years, or over 2 years, we've been developing the Aquatex. If you have a pair of submersible headphones on your head this year, they do not contain what the Aquatech contains. The Aquatech is the absolute only submersible headset on the planet using the driving system that we have. We took 2 years to develop it. And again, I have to thank my buddy out at Digitech for hooking me up with about 10,000 different kinds of speakers. We needed a speaker that was waterproof, and it had to be conical. Flat drivers like they put in your headsets today, people, I can't believe that nobody tells people this. Flat drivers cannot produce 30% of the sounds that come out of your metal detector. 30% of the low mid-range tones and the low tones cannot be produced. They don't produce it. They cannot physically produce these sounds. The number one thing people say when they put on the Aquatex is like, my machine is making tones I've never heard before, because the speakers that you were using couldn't produce it. The speakers that they built into the metal detector for underwater can't produce the tones. So your machine is producing more tones than you're ever hearing. That's why we changed it. We didn't want to just make a different color set of headphones. We wanted to make a completely different set of headphones. And they're awesome. 85 decibels, loudest on the market.
Awesome.
And they rock. They're going out. The dealers are just starting to pick them up. So on top of the ugly boxes, I'm building Aquatex this weekend.
Jersey Ray Diggs said she's going to donate a Walking Liberty half to Detect America's giveaway. Guys, 8 o'clock Monday, Detect America on Facebook. I just want to keep plugging this. So, guys, just join. It's free. Unless you want to become Go ahead.
PM me. We'll hook it up.
Yes.
And I'm going to thank everybody, guys. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how good it feels that people reaching out like this. Again, I said we don't ever want. I hate ever going on the page and asking our members for anything. I hate asking our members for money. Christmas time, we may pick up a charity and do a donation thing. But
I never heard you asking anybody. People just donate.
And they, as soon as we said we're going to give something away, people are just like, bang! They're just this Yankee down south is he's using a pair of Aquatex now. The Aquatex have been getting tremendous reviews, guys. We're so happy with them.
It's also good to drive traffic. Look, if you're a creator, like that guy Dan, he sells those Danyards.
Dan Nelson, yeah, absolutely.
He's throwing in a few of those and some syrup.
Yeah, he's got Dan makes the lanyard for your pinpointer, and he's also got this like space age NASA style building in his backyard that he makes maple syrup out of in Vermont, and it's amazing, dude. It's amazing. I told you, I stopped using sugar in my coffee. I started pouring Daniel syrup in my coffee.
That's awesome. And let me tell you, guys, when I started, I never wore headphones in the beginning because, one, I was by myself. I always went into sketchy areas. I always wanted to hear. And my biggest gripe is when I was on the beach, if I'm at a rough beach with loud waves, I don't hear anything. Like and you can't always go by the numbers on your machine.
I keep threatening to send you a pair. I just haven't got them built because I come home from Florida and there's like a waiting list of 300 for the Ugly Box, and though, but I promise you, I'm building a batch this weekend. I promise you, you're getting a set. I got a magazine that's going to do a profile on the Ugly Box and on the Aquatex, and I haven't been able to build a set to send to them.
It's right. It's not the summer anyway, and I'm going to be cooking my Real that I found, and I'm going to do a full review of this Ugly Box because I got it. I always say this wrong. From Sight and Sound.
Beyond Sight and Sound.
Beyond Sight and Sound. Great podcast.
Yeah. My buddy Josh Kimmel over there at Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound on Spreaker. Yeah.
Yes. He sent me one. So we're going to be cooking some stuff. I'll do a full review. We're getting down to we got 8 more minutes, guys. Do you have any?
Here's the thing. I just want to tell the guys they're in here to get. So this particular one, the one that I'm showing has two buttons. I am going to try and build you guys one of these as the prize. This is we call this the SP edition, the Steve Pacifico edition, because Steve likes to throw his coppers in the tank and then walk away for 3 days. So one is your voltage regulator, and the other one is a built-in timer. And you can set the timer from 7 seconds to 45 minutes.
Wow.
And it's just, if you forget it, it shuts itself off. Here's the problem. A lot of these things are stuck on a ship out in the bay somewhere. So if I can't get it in time, I'm going to send you the regular one with the voltage regulator. If I get the part in time, I'm going to send you the one with the SP edition with the built-in timer. I wanted to have a built-in timer done. This one literally belongs to Jersey History Hunter. It's going out the door tomorrow morning, and this is the last set I have. So hopefully the next 2 or 3 days I get one in. I'll build it up and ship it out to the winner. If not, I won't make you wait too long. I'll just send you the regular one.
So if the winner should, of course, go over to Detect America. Should they contact you through there?
Yeah, you can PM me DA Frank Lopergolo. Don't send it to Frank Detect America Lopergolo. That's my old main page, and if you send it there, I'll get it in about 2 years when I decide to go over and check the mail. DA Frank Lopergolo on Messenger and Facebook, and I'll get it. If not, you can send me an email at uglygearusa at AOL, folks. That's right, AOL.com. I'm still an AOLer.
So I off topic, I just wanted to bring this up. I saw you on a show. You had that machine that checks for, holes in the ground. What kind of metal detector? What was that machine?
The ground penetrating radar?
Yeah, what ground penetrating radar? What channel was that? Was that the Discovery Channel? I can't remember.
That was, probably.
Okay.
I did a documentary about the Kings Highway using the ground penetrating radar, and then I was on a show it was a PBS show, but sponsored by Discovery Channel.
Okay.
And what were we looking for? We were looking for Dutch Schultz's treasure, a gangster named Dutch, upstate New York. And reveal a little secret here. Coming up, and we hope it's coming up in July because it's been pushed back twice so far. I did an episode end of last year. I did an episode of Expedition Unknown with Josh Gates.
Awesome.
I can't tell you anything about what it's about, but we used ground penetrating radar. We used metal detectors. We were climbing around underground. So hopefully they're going to finally release the new season. I think sometime this summer.
So I was Googling you, trying to find the picture for my thumbnail. I saw all these shows, and you're on IMDb, the Internet Movie Database. Like,
that was kind of a joke to see if I could do it. But now in July, I'm going to have 3 whole entries. And then I kept trying to put the Detect America show on my IMDb page. And they kept rejecting it. But I think it went through now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so when the Expedition Unknown comes out, I'll have 3 entries on my IMDb
Awesome.
page.
That's awesome. Just to have one is awesome. All right. So, guys, just write a comment. You could write metal detecting. Maybe that'll help the keywords in my chat. I don't know. Just write something in the chat if you want to be entered.
You know what? Let me answer one question because I'm just going to answer one question. Somebody named
yeah. Anybody have any questions?
Rutherford says that she bought an ugly box and she's going through a ton of clips. So just so everybody realizes that when you're using electrolysis, it doesn't have to be the ugly box. It's any electrolysis. Okay. The wire that's hooked to your catalyst, not the coin wire, that wire will last you forever. The wire that gets hooked to your coin, to your catalyst terminal, will break down. If the alligator clip is in the water, it will break down, and you will have to change them out. That's just electrolysis in general. So we had been getting 1,000 people saying, "Is there anything you can do about it? Anything you can do about it?" If you use electrolysis a lot, guys, and you're burning through clips like crazy, hit me up. So the last year before Christmas, I came up with a little attachment for the ugly box. They run $15. Hit me up. If you want one. If you don't want one, don't hit me up. But it's a clip that it clips to your tank, and your alligator clip will hook to that, and has a bigger clip that holds the carbon, and you will never go through another catalyst wire again. So if the catalyst wires are a problem, this clip will resolve the issue for you.
Great. And you recommend using just a small plastic, like Tupperware, correct?
Here's the thing. Depending on what you're using, depending on what you're cooking in electrolysis, you want the least amount of volume. Just enough volume to put this thing in and to barely cover it. You don't want to stick this thing in a tank and fill 12 gallons of water around it.
No fish tank.
The more volume of water is the less voltage that's actually going to make it through the target.
Yeah, there's more resistance with more water.
You get more dissipation. The electricity will dissipate through that water. And so the least amount of water you can by covering it completely, though.
Ohm's law, folks. It's Ohm's law.
Yep. Absolutely. And more voltage is not better. You want the least amount of voltage. Listen, if it takes you, I just did a button that should normally, if you pump it all the way up, this button should have took me, it could take me 30 minutes to do it, and it would have came out trashed. So I did a button. It took me about 12 hours to do. It's a rare, Boy Scout button I've never seen before. I had 2 Boy Scout experts, never saw it before, and it came out and of course I was going to show it to you, and I have no freaking idea where I put it, but it came out like it was brand new. There's a picture of it on my page. It's gone. I lose, dude. When I clean this house, I find more crap than you can believe. That's
all of us.
I swept this out from under the couch. It is a crusty, large scent.
Okay. I have bags. Look at this. I got bags. I have a duffel bag full of bags of going in the field. Look at this.
Absolutely, brother.
Look at this. I got those coins.
I save them for winter, and then I sit there on the snowy days, and I'll just start cooking buttons, and I'll start cooking coins, and
I have all types of fun stuff. Yeah, man, I'm gonna take a vacation day just to clean up these coins.
Yeah, that many coins you're gonna need. You're gonna need a vacation month, I think.
Yeah, a month. Does anybody have questions for Mr. Frank of Detect America? And if you're just getting in here, guys, he's having a mega giveaway on Monday, celebrating the 10,000 followers he has on Facebook. Detect America
on Facebook. Yeah,
that's right. And the link is below. If you need help finding it, just type in Detect America on Facebook.
Yep.
Let's see if anybody has any questions. and then we'll do this giveaway. I wish we could do the wheel, but I have no idea to do that. This is much easier. People love the
why do you
wheel.
think I call Shelly? Have Shelly come on every week
Yeah.
to do my wheel for me?
This is good because it ensures I won't forget somebody as long as you comment, they're in. Through this StreamYard.
Right through this platform, exactly. That
Yeah.
doesn't work on our platform. You
No.
have to hit a like or whatever button, and then we can draw that list out.
Frank, why aren't you using the DA tumbler?
Listen, guys, don't try and piss me off. Listen, tumbler's fine if you're spinning your clad to put in the Coinstar. Anybody that tells you, I can't believe how good my King George III came out in my tumbler. Guess what? Your King George III is worthless now in your tumbler. Okay? So, despite what anybody wants to tell you guys, the only way to preserve a coin without doing physical damage to it is electrolysis or flash forging. We don't recommend flash forging because too thin of a coin will disappear on you.
Is that electric heat?
Flash forging is simply really, really quick superheating and super coin. And what it does is it doesn't necessarily clean the coin up, but it stops that breakdown. That's the biggest thing that we did this for, was to stop it from breaking down any further. That's what happens. Even if it's a crap coin that you're not going to get any detail on, but it's in your collection, zap it. Cook it in electrolysis. At the very least, it won't go down. It won't get any worse. People do not realize that when a coin starts to degrade in the ground, when you take it out of the ground, it degrades faster because it's now in an oxygen-rich environment.
What is the Ugly Box retail? $99, $95?
Ugly Box retails at $99.95 at our dealer. Our dealer, Ronnie DeGhetto at the Gold Digger, is also a national distributor called Detecting Adventures LLC. If you are a member of the DA page, you automatically get 10% off, and if you are a vet, you get 15%.
Look at that. That's awesome. 15% for veterans. Awesome.
And again, Ronnie's not the only dealer. I don't want to isolate. We have a lot of friends that are dealers across the country. We're in, I don't know how many stores we're in right now, 30, 40 stores. But we have a lot of friends. If your local dealer has them, guys, I'm not trying to steal your dealer's business away. We have friends in Illinois. We have friends out in Colorado. We have friends in Texas that sell the Ugly Box, and God bless them. And some, if they're local to you, a lot of those guys give discounts too.
Lauren asks, can they put iron in the Ugly Box?
Absolutely. Iron is very safe, Lauren, because iron is one of the very few metals that you don't have to worry about getting to the core. The core of iron doesn't go bad. Iron is a surface degrading metal. So even though, and the only thing I can tell you about iron is you cook it. It's the only metal that I tell people saturate it with gun oil when you're done, because iron will always have to be redone. It degrades from the outside in. A lot of these other composite metals, they will actually degrade from the inside out because the metals inside don't like each other. So that's why we have to cook it through the core. We have to cook it slow. Iron, get the surface clean, get the surface looking like you like it. Oil it with gun oil or penetrating oil. Eventually down the road, iron will have to be cooked again, just so you realize it.
Ask him how he earned the nickname The Legend. That's Scott. Scott's funny with these questions all night.
So we had D-Lec on the show. And as she came on the show for first talking about the legend, I went to D-Lec. I said, before we go any further, I said, let me thank you for naming the new machine after me. And trust me, guys, my nickname is not The Legend. Just ask Steve. He'll tell you my nickname is not The Legend.
I think there was one more thing. We can coat our iron. Listen, I saw people throw cast iron pans into fire to like reset them. And that's
flash forging. That's absolute perfect example.
It resets it.
Take their cast iron pots and throw them into a fire, and then you got to go through the process of cleaning out the soot and stuff, and then resurfacing it with with electrolysis. I got a lot of guys that I have built 18, 24 volt systems for, because they'll cook 3 or 4 cast iron pots because they like to use the electrolysis, and then it's just a matter of washing it out. The salt residue doesn't really matter because you kind of season the pot with salt anyway, just as long as it's clean. And so, yeah, and that's a perfect example of electrolysis versus flash forging. That thin metal, like coins, that thin metal, like old lamps and stuff, doesn't take real well to flash forging. A lot of times you'll lose it.
Frank, have you detected the beaches in Wildwood?
I have.
Those beaches are huge.
They're massive. My buddy who played with the alligator down at FH8. He detects wildwood all the time. I haven't been to Wildwood in like, oh no, I did go last year once. I haven't been to Wildwood yet this year, but it's way early, so I'm sure I'll get that. Matter of fact, I have to hook up with him, and I'm going to run him through his legend actually.
Thank you, Anthony, for the super chat. Anthony said you saved a lot of coins for him early. He said,
"Oh yeah, my buddy."
I dig with him once in a while.
Tell Anthony, get that coin to me because I'm dying to get it in my hand. He knows what coin I'm talking about.
Is Scott breaking your chops now?
Scott's always breaking my chops.
Explain the ugly box.
Oh, explain the ugly book.
The ugly book. The book.
Wow. So the ugly box comes with directions, the whole 9 yards, guys. But there's so many little subtleties and things that you can do with the ugly box. I gold plate and I silver plate stuff for people. I gold plate like Civil War buttons without using any gold. The ugly book it's called a boot camp book for the ugly box. It just takes you through a lot of tips, tricks, safety measures, stuff that you can push the ugly box a little bit to the edge without damaging stuff. And it explains the ugly box in way, way, way more detail than the instructions that come with it ever could.
Awesome.
We're in our second printing now.
That's great.
Yeah, it's good. I like to say that I'm an author. It's awesome. Listen, it's like 70 pages, but it still counts.
I use lye tank vinegar in the basement for a cast iron. Yes. You could go on YouTube and see a million different ways to do things.
Yep.
Electrolysis is really easy. Not everybody has a fire pit. I mean, you could put
and that's the thing you got to remember when you're dealing with metal like cast iron. Cast iron is in a class all by itself because there's almost nothing you can do to cast iron that you can permanently hurt it. There's some stuff, but not a lot. Using that same product, using vinegars and stuff, guys love to tweak me by saying, "Oh, I stuck my coin in lemon juice. It was wonderful." Guess what? Lemon juice is an acid. You might as well use Tarnex on it. And even though lemon juice may shine your coin up, go back to that coin in 6 months and tell me what it looks like. In a year, tell me what it looks like. You can't believe the guys that I begged and pleaded with not to use acids on their coins, and now we're like, how do I fix it? And you can't fix it. You cannot do it. If you impregnated the surface of that coin with an acid, it is there forever. You cannot electrolyze it out. So don't do it. Now, guys are like, well, I do my silver and gold coins. Okay, you're doing your silver and your gold coins. Gold coins, you're not going to hurt it. Right. Silver coins, it takes a lot longer to hurt it, but it still can hurt it. You want to see how silver coins get hurt? Look at the ones that come out of the ocean, dude. They're 90%, 95% silver. And look what they look like when they come out of the ocean.
You're right. They all look like gunmetal.
Yeah, it's just
worse than gunmetal.
90% silver is still 10% crap.
Yeah.
And that 10% crap is what the salts and the elements are going to eat away at. And when they go, they take silver with it.
There you go. This was a great show. I'm so glad. It's good to have somebody like explaining stuff on you.
No, listen, if guys on some of the other shows know, they save my electrolysis shows for like once a year because I'll talk about electrolysis for like 20 hours. I've got 35 years of my life vested in electrolysis, so I like to talk about it.
I love electric. I work for electric companies, so
the cool thing with I have to admit, the cool thing about when we were developing this box at University of Pennsylvania is, listen, I'm not an electronics genius. I've never claimed to be. I was just completely enamored with this whole process. And when we took it in there, I pulled electronics guys from the different departments in, and I asked them questions. And the cool thing is that a lot of the stuff that we expected to happen didn't. It was different. And then guys, like, that's why we call it a catalytic event, because everything comes together and produces something different. And it took so long to do this the way we got it now is because we had to figure out what we could put into this to get a catalytic event that comes out the way we want it to come out. And at the end of the day, 30 years later, we look back and like, yeah, it wasn't really all that hard, but it was real hard back then. The first Ugly Box guys took up an entire 4x8 sheet of plywood table. That was the first Ugly Box.
That's how things are usually in the beginning, and then
Absolutely.
it grows. And
absolutely,
now
the Thunder and Thrasher, the new Lightning. We devised that thing probably 15 years ago. We couldn't get the parts, the vibration motors, at the speed that we wanted, at the voltage we wanted, until 5 years ago.
And that Thrasher, can you just explain that to everybody in case they buy it? Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, the Thrasher, we used to produce the Thrasher and the Thunder. Okay. And the Thunder is just a probe. It vibrates at 30,000 pulses per minute. And basically, it's in a nylon. It's encapsulated nylon. You can throw it in the tank, vibrate your tank like a hypersonic. It's 10 to 20 times faster, more pulses than your jewelry cleaner. And the cool thing about this was if you got a coin that's got a bad spot on it, you can take the Thunder and you can touch it right to that bad spot. It doesn't scratch the coin. They're called shallow waves, so they're not penetrating super deep and ripping the coin apart. And that's just the vibration cleaning it. The Thrasher is the same motor on a hypersonic. God, I can't. I'm drawing a blank. It has an abrasive tip. Now, guys are like, "Oh, I put it on my silver coin. It came out beautiful." Okay, the Thrasher is designed to take those layers and layers of crud and stuff. Coins that come out of the ocean have these layers of crustaceans on them.
Yeah,
it's
mine
designed
do.
for that. It's not really designed to take to your NGC graded coin and try and polish it up. It's not.
Yeah, don't do that.
It's for D grades, to rip off D grade. However, if your beautiful gold wedding band has a little bit of a scratch or a little bit of a nick in it, take that Thrasher and work it in and polish it. It's gone.
Beautiful.
It's hypersonic. A lot of guys like the little pencils. I get it. I have little pencils for nooks and crannies that I can't get stuff out of. The problem is that your hand can't go a short enough distance or fast enough not to make a mark. The Thunder and the Thrasher are at 30,000 pulses per second. You can't even see it move, but you could feel it move. So you'll stick it right on these coins, and other than taking away the D grade, it's not marking it.
That's epic. I'm glad I asked that question. So everybody knows if you get this thing.
And I wish I had one handy to show you, but they're all gone. I shipped the last of them out this morning. The thread. You have a Thrasher?
I don't know. I have so many boxes here. Jesus Christ. I don't know. 1 second. No. Hold on.
Well, whoever wins is going to get a Lightning. The Lightning guys, we did away with the Thunder and the Thrasher. The Lightning is one unit now, and the unit has interchangeable caps.
Awesome.
And one cap, the Lightning is completely submersible. Put the black cap on it. You stick it in the water. You can float it in the water. You can touch it to the coin. And then the other cap is the cap with the abrasive tip. You can get it wet. We don't recommend you get it wet because the tip is quadruple zero abrasive and it will rust. So, but if you get it wet, you're not going to hurt the machine. The machine is completely waterproof. Not the machine, the Thunder and the Thrasher, the Lightning is completely waterproof. Don't drop the Ugly Box in the water. Matter of fact, Daniel Nelson, the syrup guy, he knows all about dropping it in the water.
Oh boy! Don't clean coins while you're in the tub.
Yeah, try not to do any electrolysis while you're in the tub. That's a good point to remember.
Team Lynch, thank you. BC, hello. People are coming in now. Florida Thunder. Rob, Mr. Rob, I think he was at FH8. What's going on?
You know what the problem is? The problem is I go to all these different shows,
wow,
and everybody's got a freaking different name. It's the same guys I know have like 5 different names, so I have no idea who I'm talking to.
So, guys, just coming in, we're about to do a giveaway for the Ugly Box.
Again, guys, I promise I'm going to try and build you the SP with the timer. If it takes too long for me to get the parts in, I will just throw together a regular ugly box. The only difference with this one is the timer. If I get them in, I promise I'll build you that one and send it to you. This one I can't give away because Audra has been waiting for this for like a year.
The whole world is delayed. Literally.
Yeah, seriously.
The
Dude.
whole world. And what else? So if you're just coming in, guys, people that just stumbled in, Detect America on Facebook. The link is below. If you want to buy an ugly box or a metal detector, there's a link below for the Gold Digger metal detector. Mr. Frank, Detect America, they're having an epic giveaway on Monday with a bunch of stuff. You could also become a member for more other prizes and discounts. That's about it. Hope to see you there on Monday.
Yeah, guys, come hang out. Like I said, it's not going to be a show with a lot of like metal detecting content because we've got an hour to give away like 100 prizes. And again, if you're not a member of the page, you can still come watch the show. You can still win prizes. If you are a member of Detect America page, we are handpicking at least three, maybe even three specific prizes that only Detect America members can win because we're kind of celebrating them. So you still have time to join the page if you so wish. We're glad to have you.
And one of them's a gold coin, right?
One of them's a gold coin. The other one I think is going to be a signed KG and Ringy, an ATC Anaconda Treasure shirt that was worn on the Show Diggers. And the third one's up in the air. It may be this Invicta watch. It may be a 10 million year old Megalodon tooth. I don't know yet.
Awesome. So guys, make sure you comment. Let me see how many people are here. 1 second, guys. 62 people that make sure you comment metal detecting, something that has to do with whatever the hell we're doing here. And I'm not going to pick a certain phrase because I want to make sure everybody gets in that's commenting.
Cold steel knife, baby. We're giving away 4 cold steel knives too.
Awesome. Give you, let me see, 1 minute and then we'll draw. Hopefully this time we could share my screen and we don't have any technical difficulties as we always do.
Yeah.
I checked that before we started, so hopefully we're good.
I've been doing the show for like 8-9 years and I can't share my freaking screen.
Sucks.
I crash and burn these things so many times.
Yeah. Big Paps in the house. Oh yeah, whoever wins, go on Facebook, Detect America, join and message Mr. Frank on there.
Yeah, PM me, guys. I'm gonna say it again. DA Frank Lopergolo. If you PM any other name, you may still get the prize. Maybe next Christmas. That PM goes directly to me. It's really the only one I check all the time. So PM to DA Frank Lopergolo. Or email me at uglygearusa@aol.com.
And you might have to friend. Sometimes when you email somebody you're not friends with,
you can do it now. You can PM me now, and I'll see it, and I'll actually see your message, and then it's up to me to accept or not. So you can PM me even if you're not on my friends list.
Okay, good. All right, guys. Everybody commented. We're gonna do this. All right, just comments on metal detecting or something. There you go. Start collecting.
Let me take a sip of this awesome beer.
Yeah, I'm on my second one. I'm telling you, this is just like,
dude, I couldn't drink a second one of these if my life depended on it. It's horrible.
I go to this place where they have hundreds of craft beers. I have a good one, but I didn't want to bring it out today because we're not going to be talking about it too much. And you see this, you think, okay, I didn't realize, you don't know what it's going to look like till you open it, obviously. What are you going to do? All right, let me...
Michelob Ultra Weak. It's called
Double Ultra.
Oh, light. I thought it said weak.
Okay, let me see if I could do this, guys. Please be patient. Here we go. Share screen. Share screen. Here we go. We're sharing the entire screens, my friends.
That's awesome.
Start collecting names. Whoa, 45. That's it? Guys, do you want to win an ugly box or not?
I didn't hit the like button.
There's 45 comments, 60 people are watching. 46. Let it go up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just comment.
You gotta hit the like button, guys, because that's where the list, or you got to comment because that's where the list comes from.
Yeah, like it and comment. 47. I guess there's people just lurking. Wow, we got 91 likes. Can we get to 100? Let's go.
That's like me, dude. I sit there. I swear I perseverate over those numbers, and Steve's like, "Who cares? Don't even look at the numbers."
Well, on YouTube, it's known. It's a fact that once you get a certain amount of likes, they push the content more.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah,
known.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Also, if they click on another video, but you know,
I used to
another
do a
story.
lot. I used to do a lot of them, and then I was like, I do most of the time. The videos we do now, I do either like live on Facebook. Occasionally, I'll throw one over to YouTube, but I don't think I've done a YouTube video in a couple of years.
All right, we got 57 entries. We got 58 in the chat. We're gonna go now, guys. Are you ready? We're gonna draw. Can you guys let me know, Frank? Can you see this? I want to make sure everyone can see it.
I can see it.
Beautiful. I'm gonna hit draw. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Rob! Oh my God, Rob won! Yeah, buddy, that's my friend over there. Woo, woo,
Nice.
woo, woo, woo. He's in Florida, Clearwater, Florida, near my dad. I wasn't able to dig with him, unfortunately, but you are the winner, my friend. Congratulations.
Rob, PM me your info. Well, just PM me. I'll chat with you and I'll get your shipping info and stuff. And again, I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to give it a couple days before I ship and see if I can get this timer piece in. If I can't get it in, I'll build a regular. It's the same thing, just without the timer. But I'm going to try and get the timer piece in first.
That's it, guys. And once again, another plug. Monday, 8 o'clock, right? Eastern.
8 o'clock.
Eastern Standard Time. Detect America on Facebook. If you're not there, you're missing out. That's all I'm saying.
The video will pop up at 8 o'clock, thereabouts. The video will pop up at the top of the page. Go in. Now, besides liking it, you have to like it in order to be on the list. But you also have to be in the chat, because if we call your name and you don't answer up, go to another name.
Yes, so
please be there, because it'll be a 12-hour show if I had to keep going to other names.
Yes, so make sure you hit the emoji and you're watching. That's all you got to do. And obviously, you got to follow, join the group. Detect America.
Group. We have 3 special prizes that are members only, and you can be a member right up until game day.
That's it, guys. Thanks, Rob. Rob, you could contact him, DA Frank.
DA Frank Lupergolo. Contact me on Facebook Messenger, or you can email me at uglygearusa@aol.com.
And if anybody's interested in getting an ugly box, links are below. All right, guys. Let me end the broadcast. Thanks, everybody. Keep swinging and have a great weekend. Thank you for joining. Next week, I might be doing a live stream because my kids are having I don't know, they're building a fort and having a sleepover, so I can't do a stream.
They're always fun.
So I'll see you on the beach next Friday. Hopefully I get some content out for you guys. And have a good night. Keep swinging. All right. End.